देश स्वातंत्र्याचा अमृत महोत्सव साजरा करतोय आणि या निमित्तानं एबीपी नेटवर्कनं आज आणि उद्या असे 2 दिवस आयडियाज ऑफ इंडिया या समिटचं आयोजन केलंय। या समिटमध्ये देशातील प्रभावशाली व्यक्ती आपले विचार मांडणार आहेत। संस्कृती, क्रीडा आणि मनोरंजन क्षेत्रापासून तंत्रज्ञान, व्यवसाय आणि राजकारण अशा वेगवेगळ्या क्षेत्रातले मान्यवर या व्यासपीठावर पाहायला मिळणार आहेत। हे दिग्गज भारताच्या आत्तापर्यंतच्या प्रवासाबद्दल भाष्य करतील आणि देशाच्या उज्ज्वल भविष्यासाठी त्यांचं व्हिजन मांडतील। आज आणि उद्या होणाऱ्या या समिटमध्ये आमिर खान, गौर गोपाल दास, कपिल देव हे मान्यवर उपस्थित राहणार आहेत। abplive.com वर आज आणि उद्या या कार्यक्रमाचं थेट प्रक्षेपण केलं जाणार आहे।
On behalf of the ABP network, it is my absolute privilege to greet you all at this unique platform for an exchange of forward-looking, constructive ideas. India, at the verge of completing 75 years of independence, stands at a very unique juncture today, where we not only need to celebrate the glories and achievements of the past years, but also reflect upon the goals that remain unfinished. And even more importantly, we need to build the path that will take us, all of us, forward and make our country thrive. Now, as we start our conversations today, the one question I want you to think about is, what is India? Really, what is India? Yes, it is our motherland, but there is no single, straight, uncomplicated answer to that question, because India is not one, but the ideas of India are many. And those ideas are exactly what we will be focusing on today and tomorrow. We'd like to take a moment here to thank our partners for this event: presenter Wildstone, state partner Government of Chhattisgarh, associate partner Nerolac Paints, wellness partner Himalaya Wellness Company, technology partner Acer Laptops, supported by Maharashtra Tourism, print partner Jansatta, digital partner Daily Hunt, OOH partner Apar Advertisers. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our partners. We really appreciate your support. To start off proceedings for the first edition of this annual summit, I'd now like to invite on stage ABP Network CEO Avinash Pandey for the inaugural address. Welcome, Avinash.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is such a privilege to welcome you all to the first edition of ABP Network Ideas of India Summit. We could not have chosen a better year to launch this meeting of some of the finest minds in India and elsewhere. It is the 75th year of India's independence and 100 years of ABP Group. What a great occasion to look back and look forward. It is also a year in which we have already had a third wave of COVID, the threat of a third world war, and what an eventful election in 5 states of our country. Internationally, we are witnessing the decline of American exceptionalism, the rise of Chinese economy, the emergence of Russia's czarist dreams, and a curious space race between global billionaires. We are living in the age of uncertainty and anxiety, but also unprecedented prosperity coupled with philanthropy. COVID-19, an extraordinary degree of climate change, and a series of political upheavals across the world have shaken our faith in the things we held so true. The end of history, as we say it, is near. Communism, fascism, and has been conquered. The world was not free to embrace liberal democracy and the market economy. Well, we all know of how that turned out. We are at the moment of our history where everything is contested. In many ways, that is as it should be. The hallmark of an ancient continuing civilization that we are, a young, raucous democracy that we have become, is the debate about ideas. These ideas can range from sustainable development to economic growth, cultural inheritance, to online education, social equity, and index of happiness. At ABP Network, we believe what India believes in. That is a dialogue of decency, in exchange of arguments, in what our one Prime Minister famously said, that there should be Adan Pradan. Well, while we believe in numbers, but we also believe in doing the right thing. We don't only go by TRPs, but by touching people's heart. Audience, we don't measure you, we treasure you. We know news can change lives, and it is no accident that our tagline that we follow, that we have to make an informed and open society. We believe in healthy competition and not mindless sensationalism, quantification, fact, not fiction, truth, and not toxicity. It is this philosophy of liberalism that imbues this summit, and I would like to take this opportunity to highlight the 5 big debates that we are going to go through in next 2 days' time. And we'll hear a lot about in the next 2 days. The first one is nationalism and globalism. Until recently, we all believed internationalism was dead. When I was in college, they used to say, nationalism is passé, internationalism has come. Now internationalism was dead, and that nationalism had reasserted itself everywhere, from Donald Trump's "Let's make America great again" to Boris Johnson's Brexit. But then COVID-19 made everyone realize how closely we are all bound together. Looking beyond national borders is the only way we'll be able to solve other global problems, issues, whether it is related to digitization, climate change, artificial intelligence, or economic inequality. The second big debate that we'll go through is, at the moment, is the contest between what we also call in advertising a big debate now, between the algorithm and emotional intelligence. Indians have for long believed that to know the world, you need to know oneself. Who will win in this race between the human and the machine? As Israeli historian Yuval Noah Harari once said, that if I am able to constantly reinvent myself, can the machine tracking my thought and emotion keep up? Third debate that we are going to go through is sustainable development. Probably it is the greatest need of today, which is pitted against the mindless consumerism of the past, which has reduced the earth to a gigantic rubbish dump. This is the third big idea you will hear in the next 2 days. The fourth big debate buzzing around the world currently is digital dictatorship versus digital democracy. Internet penetration in India is still not complete. One estimate suggests that we will have 658 million total internet users this year, which is 47% of the population, which means more than half of India is still offline. This twin challenge will continue of controlling transnational corporation which controls our lives and act as a permanent distraction, and of democratization of data which will improve financial inclusion, education equity, and social mobilization. How we are going to walk this tightrope will decide not only our nation's future, but also society that we live in. The last debate is idea of India, which examined great length is my favorite topic, is the history of India. And as a student of history, I love knowing about the past, but we seem to be trapped in two-lit zone between the hyper-nostalgia and futuristic fantasy. So much has changed in the lifetime of those of us who are present here today. I mean, this generation which is present here today has seen so much. Until 1983, we did not have mobile phones. Until 1995, Google became our go-to guide. 1996, Facebook came. And probably then after that, the world started changing in 2004 when Facebook arrived in the world. But we have seen great progress, but we have also seen the great devastation of all these innovations. We are a country of ideas and imagination, of promise and possibilities, of diversity and dynamism, but also of poetry and plurality. some of which you will see in next 2 days. So we want more, but we also know how to live with less. We have the best minds, but we also have the kindest hearts. We believe in a global community, but we also have a faith in India's uniqueness. We love peace, but we also know that we can go to war if we have to defend ourselves. These are the values which are very dear to our group, and I'm proud to represent it today. Most of us who are working in ABP network are so lucky to be at this time of the year, 100 years of our group. And I seek today, for the next 2 days, your undivided attention to talk and share the ideas that you have about India. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much indeed for those words. And I think we picked up a life lesson there. Let's develop an attitude where we don't measure, but we treasure. Well, that's certainly a life lesson.
ABP Majha, उघडा डोळे, बघा नीट.